Hey everybody, it's Walt, Dirtfoot Racing. I know, this thing doesn't have wheels on it. It's not a mini bike, it's not a go-kart, but it is a vintage Honda E2500 Generator. Back in the day, Honda made flathead engines, and this is probably from the 70s. And this little generator, belt driven, which makes it kind of different too than what you see now out in the market. It is complete. It has the original muffler and the original air cleaner, and now when you look inside the gas cap here, it is nasty. I'm just gonna say that it's nasty, and it smells nasty. So I've got some work cut out for me. Supposedly it ran 5-6 months ago, he told me. We're gonna find that out real soon here. Stay tuned. One of the first things we have to check on this engine is to see if it has spark. And if we have spark, then we got 3/4 of the battle done. So let's take a look here. It's gonna be hard for you guys to see on the camera, but we'll try here. See if you can see it. But turn this plug so you can maybe see the spark. But that's gonna be possible. All right, so let's see here. We got a spark plug right there. So let's pull the cord and see what happens. I don't think you guys can see it, but I can see it. Nice blue spark. So that part of the battle's over with. So let's we can pull that plug out of there. They had put a Bosch Platinum plug in. I don't know what vintage it is or like this, but we'll use it. You know, looks good to me. That's the fuel filter out of the gas tank. Pretty nasty. I think it's gonna have to throw it in something. I might have a replacement I can use for this. Ooh, nice. All kinds of cruddies coming off of that. So yeah, let's see what's next here. I think we are going to get rid of the fuel in the fuel tank, because there's old fuel in there, so be back in a second. Slight change in plans here. I'm going to see if we can get a couple, get it to fire up a little bit. I'll pull this air filter off. This is the first time I've had it off. Let's see what's inside there. Look at that. Yeah, nice and clean. Got a nice Honda air filter. That's not real clean, and it's definitely old. Needs to be replaced. Probably has never been replaced from the looks of it. Pretty dirty. We'll take care of that. We're going to cheat a little bit, see if we can get it to fire up a little. I'm going to use a little starting fluid in it, give it a couple squirts, and see what happens. All right, here it goes. May the force be with us. Wow, it is running with old nasty gas in it. It must be in the bowl of the carburetor, because I haven't done anything. I turned the gas off actually, but there's actually, now I kind of think about it, it looks like there's petrol in the bowl of the on-off switch. I know it can't be very nice. Oh yeah, there is. Oh man, whew. That nasty smelling stuff, and it's 3 shades of of a brown, so it's interesting that the engine would still run off of that. You know something? Maybe that goes to show you how tough the Honda engine is. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, I am very tempted to try this again and just see what happens. Let's see here. Got it back turned on. Let's see if it fires back up. like to start on it. Do a little squirt of some Go Juice. Once you get it running with the Go Juice, then it runs on that nasty gas. That is really surprising. I did check the oil. It's got plenty of oil in it. It wasn't bad though. I had a phone call about lunch, so I had to take that. That's important stuff. But anyways, I'm gonna try to start it again with the nasty gas, just using the choke instead of using starting fluid. See what happens. Let's see. Engine on. Well, I guess it had its fill of the nasty gas, so because it turned itself off. So we'll go ahead and give it that and turn it off. Carburetor probably needs to be gone through anyways too. So, but I did notice over on the volt gauge over here that shows the voltage, it was at right about 110. So, and this particular model is adjustable, so you can adjust the output. So that's cool. I think this one's going to be a keeper, as they say down here. Clean it up, get it running, service it. We got hurricane season right around the corner here, so there's a good chance that it might get turned on at some point here. So we'll make sure, we'll give it a good test before that time. So stay tuned. Got to take this gas tank off and clean it out. Well, I got the gasoline tank loose. Honda uses a couple. They use everything is mounted on with shall we say on like washers and stuff for shock and vibration. But anyway, it's a very simple system of a couple clips. And you know what? I need to do this differently. Let's look at this in a different way here. Give me just a minute here. I'm going to take the actual petcock off, and we'll drain it through the hole that comes from the bottom of the tank. Now let's try this again. Got the petcock loose, and let's see if it'll if I can get this thing to come off of here and it'll drain. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. Well, that's interesting. Not much fuel flow. So that tells me there's some crud in that drain hole. So let's tilt this thing up a little bit. Oh yeah, lots of crud. What it looks like is Honda has a filter in it. Looks like there's a filter in the tank. Probably a push-in type fuel filter. Now, this turned out to be more challenging than I thought it was going to be. All right, got to get some more tools. Be back in just a minute. Okay, well, slight change of plans. That in-tank filter piece is giving me a real pain. It's been a real pain to get out, so we're going to do it the old-fashioned way. So we pour it out of top. This used gas I'm going to use in a couple flamethrowers that I have. I got a couple XM42 flamethrowers, and I've got a paint strainer inside here to catch any crud coming out. We'll mix that with probably a little diesel fuel, maybe some new gas also, and we will use this stuff in the flamethrower. That way, oh, there's some nasties coming out. Yeah, I've done it before and it works really well, and it's a great way to get rid of old gas, because you don't have to take this from hazardous disposal or something normally. Drop it off someplace. We all know that that costs money wherever you take it to, and they're not real excited about used gasoline or old gas, so we'll just burn it in the flamethrower. But yeah, there's some nasties coming out, so this thing's gonna need a real thorough cleaning before any. Yeah, there's a must be a. I'm not familiar with it. I'll probably get corrected someplace, but there's a fuel filter that slides into there. It's plastic and probably had. And I was trying to push it back through because I couldn't pull it out, and it seems that it's kind of stuck. It was draining, but it was draining real slow, so I decided to do it the old-fashioned way. Yeah. The tank is not as bad as I thought it was going to be, actually. Yes, it is cruddy. Yes, I'll have to clean it, but there's no holes or anything like that in it. So that's 3/4 of the battle in the gas tank. And it had a little bit of crud in there, so we'll save this for the flame drawer. Just want to give you guys a kind of a view of the engine once the gas tank's off of it, or the generator once the gas tank's off. You can see what I mean by flathead, no overhead valve stuff. Mainly this thing is just dirty. It needs a good cleaning. There's some stuff I'll paint, fix up, make pretty again, but I think she's gonna be good, you know. Be nice if there was some more outlets, but it is what it is. You know, it's only a 2500, so. But you know, I got to pull this cover off and check out the belts and probably replace them. And there's some more work to do, so we'll get back at it here. Getting ready to have a little lunch. Hey guys, just wanted to show you the. I just pulled off the cover where the belt drive is, and at first I was thinking that this is the original belt because the screws look like they've never been taken out, but maybe it isn't. But anyways, that's how it works. They just run a big V belt over the generator. No, it's simple. I guess in some respects it keeps this whole package a lot smaller. I guess if you look at the way they did the gas tank and everything else, you know. But yeah, 70s Honda E2500 gen set. You know, working on it. Hey everybody, back here working at it here. I took the gas tank off, drained the fuel out, which you saw me do it. And now what I'm doing is I dumped some tumbling media in there, with some stones using a tumbler for deburring parts that we have in our shop. And it's time for the good old-fashioned shake weight. Now, I've already done this for a while already, and it's working pretty well. It's got most of the crud out. I threw some water in there, plus some detergent, some strong degreaser. I use a Sam's Club degreaser, that purple stuff they sell, works pretty well. And just shaking it up. Okay. But it's worked pretty well, and it's cleaned most of it out. I've rinsed it out a couple times already. I'd almost forgiven up on this cap, but it's actually cleaned the cap too. And the degreaser really worked well to get all the residual old gas out of it. So this thing is going to be, just need to rinse it out, get the stones out, and then I'll soak it in some, put some oil in it. I've got some water displacing oil we use for parkerizing guns, and I'll put some of that in there, get that all in there, and let that drain out, and then we'll take a look at the carburetor and a few other little things on here, finish-wise, and this thing's gonna be back up and ready to go. Well, I pulled the cover off. Well, I pulled the two top bars off, and I pulled the cover off the electrical box, the control box, the box that shows you how much voltage, where the plugs are, all that stuff. Because the lid of it, the top of it, very dusty, so I didn't want to push that dust inside of the box on top of the electrical stuff. So now I'm going to get some air and blow out the box so get some of that crap out, and then I'll clean the top of the box off, clean the outside, and then we'll seal it back up.